Senator Karr.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'm one of those guys that likes to knock on doors. As a legislator, it's like my favorite part of the job because I think it gives the folks that live in our district, the folks across South Dakota, a chance to touch their legislator, talk to them, and feel connected to their government. I don't think they feel that way about the federal government. I don't feel that way about the federal government, but that's what I like about the state legislature. This is one of those unique bills that we're reaching out and we're trying to touch our federal government, and we're trying to provide some instruction. Here's what I observed over the last 8 years of being involved here and hearing the Article 5 arguments. I've observed that no matter which side of this you're on, we all love our country. We love our country, we want what's best for it, and we all have a distrust of the government fixing itself. However, the reason I've supported this, and the reason I support the Article 5, is it's doing something at a time when I think something needs to be done, at a time when the federal government hasn't self-corrected. Well, we could elect different folks. We've tried that over the years. I think the good senator from Pure talked about how hard it has been to uproot some of those senators that have been there for decades. Maybe we should send them a note. Maybe we should send them a resolution. Wait, we've done that. I've been here in this legislature, sent a resolution to our representatives, our senators in DC, saying, hey guys, it's time. It's time to do something about this deficit, about balancing our budget, and about term limits. We've done that. I think it's always kind of fun when we sit here and speculate what the founding fathers would say. I'm not going to tell you what they'd say, I don't know. But I think if I don't care who you name from history, if they were here right now and we said, here's what's going on in our federal government, what do you think about this? And say, let's keep waiting to see if they fix it themselves in DC. Maybe? I don't know. I don't know what they'd say, but I'm pretty sure they wouldn't like what they would see and where we're at in this country. I keep hearing this term, runaway convention. I'd ask, what path do you think this country's on now? What path are we on? I think the train left the station already. I think the train has left the station and we are in the red zone. The alarms are going off. Our debt is going up by $1 trillion every 4 months. Things are out of control. We've been printing money like madmen. I think the future of the country is at stake, and I think the future generations are going to have a huge mess to clean up here. This is a tool of the Constitution. I can't guarantee what it looks like if we do this, but I do believe that common sense will prevail. I do believe that we will ratify it. It would take 3/4 of the states. That's why I think it helps keep things on the rails to say it still has to come back to the states to ratify this. If the folks across this country were so bent on driving this country into some weird place, they could do that now. They could be out there electing those officials and lobbying our senators and congressmen in DC and take it to a completely different place. I just think we're speculating ourselves and we're fear-mongering to a level that isn't real. Okay, things would have to get ratified. Do I know exactly what that looks like? No, but I know this. Here's where I'm at, guys, folks, is that I'm not willing to go any further. I'm willing to try to do something and use a tool that's part of the Constitution. And that's the Article 5. Versus just sit and wait and hope that Congress and DC goes, hey guys, let's finally change. Like they didn't get the memo before, they've got the memo. They've got the memo. We thought, during the 80s, we had Reagan, we thought, well, we're just gonna grow out of it. Everything's great, we got Reagan now, we're gonna grow out of it. And here we sit decades later in more debt than ever. Maybe you're sitting there going, well, Trump and Doge and all those guys, they're going to fix this and figure it out. God, I hope so. But we thought that in the 80s. We thought we'll grow out of it. You really think we can even grow out of it at this point? Not if we don't change the level of spending that we're doing. We can't keep up with this. This is unsustainable. So the folks that don't want to support Article 5, I just ask you, what do you really want to do? You want to keep sending those memos? You want to keep trying to find somebody else to run and change Congress? It doesn't seem to have that big of effect. We've seen it for decades happen now, and nothing's changed. I'm willing to support this and ask for your support as well.